This video is sponsored by Wix Filters, manufacturers of filters for automobiles, trucks, off-road equipment, and manufacturing applications. Go to wixfilters.com for more information.
In the heart of a desolate construction yard, miles away from anything else, a lone truck sat shrouded in eerie silence. The driver's desperate attempts to coax the engine to life were futile, and panic clawed at the edges of his mind as he grappled with the dilemma unfolding before him. The truck was in impeccable condition, a recent beneficiary of thorough maintenance. It had served him dutifully throughout the day, transporting cargo without a hitch. Yet now, with the sun descending behind the tree line, he faced a conundrum. His final delivery window was fleeting, a race against the impending night. Abandoning the cab, he ventured out to inspect the mechanical enigma when, suddenly, his phone's ringtone sliced through the silence. Expecting the wrath of his manager on the other end, he hesitated but answered, prepared to explain his predicament. But what he heard was not his boss's anger, but something infinitely more unsettling. It was his own voice, speaking words that defied reason. "I can't believe I missed the delivery window," echoed through the receiver. "We lost a customer all because I forgot to refuel?" Chilled to his core, he disconnected the call and glanced at his watch, disbelief gnawing at his senses. The delivery window was open until 8, yet the time displayed was only 7? Still, the ominous call provoked an unsettling realization. When was the last time he had filled his tank? Was this nightmarish isolation a consequence of his own forgetfulness? After deliberating his options, he dialed his manager's number. Help arrived, bearing a gas can, and once the truck roared back to life, the driver pushed the boundaries of time to deliver the cargo on schedule. But destiny had cruelly spun its web, and the delivery window had come and gone. The load was turned away, and the customer, intolerant of anything other than satisfactory service, severed ties with the fleet. "I can't believe I missed the delivery window," he whispered to himself, his voice trembling in the darkness. "We lost a customer, all because I forgot to refuel." The chilling refrain of his own words haunted him, a relentless reminder of the inexplicable forces and lack of fuel that had conspired against him in that construction yard. Your maintenance and equipment can be the best of the best, but no one can run a fleet on empty. That's why industry providers have started providing off-site refueling units for fleets working in remote or desolate areas. These transportable systems provide means of reliable refueling, whether it be for equipment or for vehicles. Depending on external suppliers and dealing with fluctuating fuel prices, it can result in missed opportunities for bulk buying discounts. By taking charge of your own secure on-site refueling, you can exercise complete control over one of your most substantial on-site expenses.
There's most fleet operators, have their permanent sites where they invest a lot of resource and time, and it serves most of the need. But inevitably, there's always needs outside of that permanent installation because of some, maybe an immediate need to increase capacity. Maybe they have 6 fueling lanes and they need 7 because of an influx on some project that they're working or some need, and they need to be able to increase their capacity quickly. Without necessarily having to go through all of the process involved in expanding the in-ground on-site fuel storage and fleet delivery system that they have already installed. And so thinking about that, how do you increase, again, that capacity without all that complexity? Well, you can start thinking about an above-ground storage solution that's fully compliant and offers the same fuel management system on it, so that when you need that capacity, you can bring it in, unload it, and just add diesel or just add gasoline, add the proper venting, get a quick approval from your local fire marshal or whatever it might be, and you don't have to go through the process of, digging in the ground, adding tanks, increasing capacity. In that way, you can do it all above ground, and it makes for a much quicker process. So all of our TransCube products are specifically designed to kind of fit like edge to edge, floor to ceiling inside of an enclosed trailer on a flatbed in a shipping container, so that there's no wasted storage, no wasted space, so that you can maximize, whether it's a 250 gallon tank or, a 18,000 gallon tank that is the shipping container, right? Can be shipped that way. It's certified for shipment as a container, loaded onto a container ship as the storage tank itself, or shipped inside of a container of a greater size. And so we did that on purpose. We designed it with purpose so that it can be stacked, so they can stack on top of each other with fuel in them. They can be loaded inside of a container, loaded on a flatbed, loaded on a barge. And of course, you got simple geometry here, where things that are cubed don't roll, things that are round roll, right? And so there's just a benefit of having that stable platform to be able to put the fuel where you need it. And even in transport, when things are jostling, there's security, there's stackability, there's optimization of the footprint. Well, our primary app markets are in a construction or a new facility construction or commercial construction environment, where there's large scale grading work being done, or lots of where they're doing building the civil construction, where they're putting in sewer lines, water lines, large scale, where they have lots of heavy equipment that are requiring lots of fuel, right? And so being able to temporarily put fuel in place so that they can service the needs and then take it away when the project is complete, that's a primary use case. Another primary use case is in temporary power solutions, right? So a lot of times you'll see our TransQ product sitting right beside a large generator, a diesel powered generator, so that it can power an event, a concert, a hospital on backup, a temporary facility that requires power in response to a disaster or construction site. Anywhere we need temporary power and there's a diesel generator, almost always right beside it is one of our fuel tanks that is providing auxiliary fuel, so that those generators can have extended runtime and they can run for as long as possible without interruption.
Your fleet need not fall victim to the common horror story trope of running out of fuel during a critical situation. Not when you have the appropriate equipment in place. The consequences of a missed haul caused by fuel shortages cannot be as easily rectified by a mere refueling stop. Preventing late deliveries in the first place is key to keeping customers happy. For even more trucking and equipment content, visit the Fleet Equipment site at fleetequipmentmag.com. Till next time, and I'll see you soon.